This episode is brought to you by Cunt Energy.
I demand to speak to your manager.
Wow. Somebody needs to take two.
But no, it comes down to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold,
Sure.
The Rock,
Sure.
Undertaker.
Oh, yeah, that's
Come
fair.
on.
That's fair. There you go.
Goldberg.
Nah.
Bro,
I love Goldberg's.
bang on the door, comes out wigging.
It was dope.
The music, the fucking escort.
It was dope, but
And
I don't think he wasn't as big.
Okay, then it comes down to 4. Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker, HBK.
Hey, if Goldberg's specialty move was the jackhammer, is that why they always ran with the narrative of joking about his jackhammer?
Maybe.
Even in The Longest Yard.
Yeah, maybe.
They would always talk about how horse hung he was.
So those aren't for debate. Them 4 is the argument. Who has the best? Because that's a fist fight for me.
That could be, but that's a good 4.
That's a straight. I mean, that's the best 4 for me.
But if you have 5, I think you could throw Triple H. That's arguable.
What was his intro again?
The game.
Just a dude. It's time to play the game. It's not the same.
He's spitting water.
When he comes out,
They say water.
you did.
Yo!
This nigga went back in time to the 30s. He's spitting water.
He's spitting water. Yo, that's crazy, yo.
He's spitting water on the crowd and whatnot.
I promise this ain't. We don't rehearse this at all. This just happens.
Nah, I don't think Triple H is. I'm fucking NWO comes before Triple H.
I'm gonna come. Yeah.
But NWO, Hulk Hogan, come on.
Yeah. But I'm not a Hulk Hogan fan. That's why.
Okay, his intro was still. You heard just a millisecond of that music.
I know he was yelling hard.
Ultimate Warrior. Fucking crazy, bro.
Hulk Hogan was screaming hard ERs in his head.
Can You Dig It, Sucker is better than the game's intro. When you hear, Can You Dig It, Sucker?
Nobody cared like that.
Yes, they did.
They
It's
didn't
Booker
care.
fucking T.
They didn't care like Triple H. Yo, Triple H was heel, loved, good guy, bad guy. All
We're not
that,
talking
and
about none of that.
No, I'm saying you have to think about crowd reaction.
Mm-hmm.
No matter at the moments they hated him the most, he was still.
You know who gets
getting
more
cheered
crowd
for.
reaction intro wise than
Who?
him? Jericho.
I don't know.
Jericho
man.
gets more crowd reaction.
I don't know about that.
His intro? You crazies.
What was that?
Crazies.
Yo, man, let's get this shit started.
You crazies.
Gang.
Last year try to warn them, this year I destroyed them. Fish talk of the city, now I'm the one they annoy with. Instead of spilling emotions, it's Hennessy in the morning, the cheap suits in the afternoon with more Henny porn.
Yo, so I was telling you that I was on this. I was trying to ride roller coasters, right?
Right.
And I've never experienced actually having to not have any of my people go with me. I like going with
Which is
people,
crazy.
you know.
When your son doesn't want to go with you on a ride at like at an amusement park.
That's flagrant, right?
Yo, that's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I still want to get on. So I'm like, yo, I'm getting on these rides, and mind you, I'm riding this one where we're sitting in the front and I'm sharing the space with 3 other people, and everybody knows that the first
What
drop,
type of people? You want to be specific?
What type of people?
Yeah, what type of people? What was their
They were of
race?
Caucasian descent.
Okay.
Very, very Caucasian.
It's really cool to say white people. It's all right.
One of them looked like Trump's son.
Damn. Which one?
I don't know, but they all look the same,
Okay.
but younger.
All right.
And he was sitting next to
Mouth
me,
breathers.
and he had two lady friends with him.
Mm.
And I was like, all right, everybody knows that the first drop is usually the highest one, right? Or the biggest, most meaningful one, right?
Right.
So I'm thinking in my head, all right, I'm solo on this, team me, and the trumpets are next to me, right? Mind you, I'm sure they're great kids. They're nice kids, I'm sure. They look innocent.
Star in the Trumpets.
Starting the trumpets. Yeah, that's wild.
That's the 70s group.
That's yeah, not me. But so you know, I'm doing too much thinking now. You know, when you're by yourself, you start to think quite a bit. So I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna be the first one to let the lungs work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's way too much thinking for a person in their 30s.
I know it is. It's crazy. And so I'm like, I'll just wait for.
Basically, you said I ain't gonna be no bitch. Not by myself.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna be the first bitch. I'm gonna be a bitch,
I
but
ain't
not
going
the
alone.
first one.
I'll join y'all.
Yeah. I ain't no hoe.
But I'm
not the first one.
I ain't kicking it off.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not gonna set off the holders.
Not today. No.
Too old for this shit.
Too old for this shit.
I know I'm riding this ride, but fuck y'all.
Yeah. If anybody's gonna yell, it's gonna be y'all.
It's gonna be y'all.
Yeah.
And then I'll follow your lead as kids.
Yes. Because now we're a unit. So we're already at the peak.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, here we go. The moment I hear them make a sound, I'm making sound.
Right. Joining the fun.
When I tell you, I don't know if we had the same mindset and they were like, let's wait for the wetback to scream first.
Wow. You went straight to, okay.
Well, I mean, this is
Really is Trump's kids.
This is the CSP.
All right.
You know, I'm assuming the racism is
Sure.
running high. They didn't want to sit next to the brown.
Now we're gonna show them we're the superior race.
I was 210 for them.
They will scream before we do.
They said he don't have the pigmentation we do.
Right.
If anybody's gonna scream,
His shit looks like it agrees
it
with the
gotta
sun.
be him.
I'm not screaming.
yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. That's
That's
exactly
that's a lot of thought
it.
for a 12-year-old.
In
You know what
reality,
I'm
they're,
saying?
they're probably like, we just want to be on this ride. So
And you're up there like fucking racist.
yes, okay.
Okay.
Super racist, and we drop. I don't hear a sound.
That's
All you
why.
hear is the rattling
Yeah.
of the chains and the wheels on the ride and the wind. I've never been this silent or heard a silent ride like this.
It's
in
not
my
fun,
life.
no. It's not fun,
it's
is
like,
it?
It's like silent sex.
It's not fun.
It was silent sex.
And that's not fun.
That's not fun either.
Matter of fact, that's a cause for anxiety.
I don't have anxiety, so I don't know.
If you were having sex and she wasn't making any noise, you wouldn't have no anxiety.
I probably just yell in her face, I'm bored. Make a sound. You're whack.
It's not me. It's you.
Hey, if anybody's gonna make a sound first, it's gonna be you.
Did you drink a can of cunt energy before you came?
Wow. Cunt Energy sponsors this episode.
Brought to you by Blammo.
Yo,
Nah, that would give me anxiety.
So,
quiet sex is not the.
it's
that's not it.
It's really not. And this ride really took its course in silence.
That's boring. That's whack.
It was crazy.
That shit makes me not want to get on a ride again.
I never experienced anything like it. I had to I had to jump to the next ride where I saw a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm going in the front again. Mind you, I was by myself, but this time it's a 2-seater in the front. And I was like, oh, but there's a lot of people.
I'm going to
in the
let
back.
loose even if it's me, man.
You know what? Nobody wanted to join me. There must have been more races.
What's going on?
There's more races there. So anyway, I'm like, you know what? I've never even had a cart to myself before like this. Hey,
SeaWorld ain't what it used
I ain't
to
gonna
be.
lie. Put my arm out, got comfortable like I'm on a couch. And I'm laying there and I'm like, I'm on top of the world, dog. Literally on top of the world.
It's just me, man.
And then I forget, because I haven't been on a ride in a long time. And this one, at the peak,
This one was a little real.
you start going down, but you realize that you got to wait for the rest of the ride to catch up with you.
What time did you go?
It was like 6 p.m.
And you were on rides by yourself?
No, this one, only the first cart. The whole ride was packed out.
Oh, okay.
But everybody's going in pairs with people. Nobody wants to ride with me, my people, remember? So, but I forget that you hang down for like maybe a second or two and you're just staring down at the peak.
Nah, that's not it, bro. That
And-
shit is whack.
Because the whole ride has to catch up with you, right? And then I was like, oh, I almost shot it before the ride even really dropped.
Ooh.
And,
Ooh.
and then the drop happened and I was having a super time. Super time. I said, fuck everybody.
I discovered 8 years ago, amusement parks are not for me no more.
You're washed?
I'm washed. There used to be a time where, if it's scary, we're just going to go over and over and over and over again. And then about 8 years ago, hey, man, this shit is hurting my heart. It went from screaming to every time the shit drops, I just was like, ugh. It was like, this shit ain't fun no more. My fucking heart is in my throat. Nah.
Yeah, you might have a problem.
Nah, I just got older, man. This shit ain't for me no more. I don't want to stroke out on fucking and die on a fucking rickety ass fucking wooden shit. It's not even a fun one, just a wooden one.
You picked the Rattler?
A 34-year-old died. Yeah, died had a stroke on a Rattler. Nah, that's not me, bro.
Nah, I feel that, man. But anyway, we're back, man.
You don't have scurvy no more.
No, I do not.
Rickets.
And I'm not out of town.
You don't have Lyme disease or
I was out of town last weekend.
any other pirate shit.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, you were out of town. My bad.
I was on vacation, man.
But, before that.
We're allowed to take vacation, right?
I haven't taken a vacation.
Yeah, but you don't have a life. You don't really experience life.
Okay, that's fair.
You're
Nemo's on vacation.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Nemo.
Shout out to Nemo.
Not here again. I mean, he's never here anyway.
He's never here.
No.
So,
invisible
cameraman.
I feel like, ever since we started giving him new nicknames, he wasn't fond.
Yes. Man, fuck you guys.
He didn't like the nips.
Deal with this ghost. I'll give you chi energy.
Yeah. That's gun energy.
That's gun energy, bro.
For sure, man. But how you been, man? How's everything? How's life?
I'm good, man. I'm tired, dog. I'm tired. Started a new job. I don't want to work.
New work.
I don't want to work for nobody, but it is what it is, man. New houses ain't gonna buy themselves. New cars ain't gonna buy themselves.
That's fair.
So
that's the ultimate reason to work.
The funny part about it is I was like, I had told my wife, when I graduate, I'll just pick up a job. Because I don't necessarily have to work. You know what I'm saying? But another check is another check. So I was like,
you privileged.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. Interesante.
But I was like, yeah, I'll after I graduate, I'll just pick up a job. Because she didn't even want me to work. But I didn't mean like
Damn,
this.
you got it made.
I didn't mean like this quick. I didn't know it was going to be like this quick. It's like I graduated and I had an interview the next week. It was like, damn, there was no
fast.
Yeah, it was no in between, but it is what it is, man.
It's always the interesting process of starting work.
It's the orientation because my shift is 3 to 11, so it's not going to be a problem, but just got to be there as far as like 35, 40 minutes away, and you got to be there at 8 in the morning, so.
Timing.
Yeah.
It's funny. You mentioned graduation. That reminded me of something. I was having this conversation with a friend, right? And we were talking about like old school shit from like grade school, right? And I was like, we're talking about like certain snacks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to think back. How many stuff or how many different snacks did we have, or like candies and shit like that, were we trying to eat and excited about that we look at today as like
Gushers.
That was trash.
Gushers.
Gushers for you?
Gushers.
Let's think some more.
First of all, let's talk about Gushers. What was in the Gushers? Like now that we're adults, so what exactly was that gelatin that was in the Gushers that was gushing in our mouths?
Whoa. The Gushers were gushing in the mouth?
Yeah. They're called Gushers.
Yeah, for a reason.
And we were voluntarily.
It was probably like
12 in a pack.
Sewage
just gushing
slime.
I don't know what was in that motherfucker.
We don't really know what we're putting in our mouth.
Fuck no. That was really the mystery meat of snacks that we were eating. We was really taking a chance. Pixie sticks, what the fuck were we doing, bro?
Those are kind of good. That was kind of good.
I remember challenging a couple of my homeboys. I paid them to sniff it like it was Coke.
Yo, fruit roll-ups were trash.
Don't do that.
I did it. Bro, that thing was flat.
Gelatin sheets.
It's like the inside of the gusher that was like hardened.
You know what? I used to love that was fucking trash, but it was just like the aesthetic of it.
What's that?
Baseball chew. Remember you get those big packages of gum, it's like shredded gum.
Yeah.
But it's also like tobacco, like it made us feel like we were doing tobacco. So it was, first of all, it's a big old pack of gum.
I know what you're talking about.
And you just pick it up and you know what I'm saying?
Or like my friend had mentioned, the zebra gum, the stripe, whatever.
The zebra gum, the bazookas, and the baseball chew. The flavor was gone in 12 seconds.
Well, that's what we were talking about. We were like, why were people so amped up on a gum that lost flavor after 4 to 5 chews?
That shit started tasting like Ivory soap in 7.3 seconds.
That's wild.
But it was what it was, man.
Or like people were so excited because Bubblicious was such big gum.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo.
Bubblicious was dope, though. Bubblicious was like,
Bro, you know how many people had jaw problems?
They got to do it. They got to do a study on Bubblicious, like just how they packaged it, the colors, the thickness of the gum.
The thick.
It appealed to all kids, bro.
It had the right marketing.
It's like cereal. Yeah, it's like cereals,
look.
all the colors and stuff like that.
Nah, but I thought that gum was trash though.
Bubblicious?
That the flavor
Fucking kill yourself, bro. It's like the perfect gum.
The flavor tasted great for a short time also. And it was so big that I think that's why people got excited.
Yeah.
Bro, my jaw would get tired, bro. That was craziness.
You got a weak jaw, bro. You got a weak jaw, dog. We trained our shit.
You had good mouth work?
Yo. I'm from the Northwest side, so what I could never get into and I couldn't understand but was huge down here was Lucas.
Lucas.
All of my friends, all my Mexican friends would like
that's the hood rat
turn
snack.
into fucking would turn into fucking coke fiends and shit and be putting it on their fucking hands and licking their hands, and all the black kids that just be looking at them like that shit looks fucking gross.
Yeah.
That shit looks like seasoning salt.
You ever see? You know how like there was always stupid challenges too, like back in school.
Yeah.
And there was always that dare of sniffing up. The
Yeah,
Lucas.
I was the
Oh,
guy. I would pay you 75 cents to sniff a pixie stick.
That's wild.
Just for our
And
entertainment.
somebody would take it.
Yes,
Somebody would take
They
it.
would always take it. So it's always funny. It's like, they're not going to do it on a dare. But if you add some money,
Oh,
these niggas will fuck themselves up. And it's hilarious, bro.
bro, how many people cause like nasal damage?
Somebody's got some cancer that I owe an apology to.
Hey, fuck them.
I paid you.
Hey,
all right? I paid you well.
You didn't have a gun to their head.
I did have. I paid you well,
Hey,
bro.
at the time, they damn near got minimum
It
wage.
was an exchange of services.
Yeah,
And,
we agreed.
it's on you.
Yeah, man, that's like it's your fault.
I wonder if Luke has caused a lot of people cancer now.
Well, it's still being sold.
Yeah, that shit is gross.
Yeah, no,
I know Mexican seasoning salt when I see it.
I remember I have a little bit of Lucas sometimes, but like that shit would cause your the inside of your mouth to hurt.
Bro,
Like,
they
it started
just
to
giving
burn.
kids taco seasoning with vinegar.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's
I just thought of that, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, who are we?
You know who I am. Cobretti.
Sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Cobra Kai, the toxic one. Sensei.
Yes, sir. The Gooch God.
Gods of the Gooches.
What else we got?
Marbach Miracle.
Freestyle King.
No. No.
Just Rap King.
Oh, for sure, I'm the GOAT.
Go rapper.
Y'all see that, right? You'll see. So.
Oh, hey. And then of course, to all my fellas holding it down in the streets on some Val Venus shit. And the ladies.
Them two don't even fucking correlate. You should have just gone with the fucking.
You're now tuned into the kid.
Oh, my
kid. Star double R. Crank that shit up.
That shit didn't even correlate. This nigga said, yo, for all my niggas getting off of Cell Block D, all my niggas fresh out, ladies. Be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hey man, I just realized I never shout out the homies, man. And
It ain't about them.
the ladies get a shout out every
that
episode.
shit is fucking hilarious, bro.
Thanks, man.
For all my niggas out
Hey.
there, ladies.
I'm here every Monday.
Yeah, whatever y'all need me.
Yo, man. Aside from that, oh my God. So shout out to J Star.
Okay.
He's always posting some random wild shit sometimes.
Right.
And he had made a post and he says, what'd he say? Oh, begging for food stamps while having a BBL is crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, that is wild. Mind you, first of all, I don't know nobody begging for food stamps like that. But to know that somebody's doing that while having a BBL, while having breasts done, while having facial reconstruction,
Hey, man.
that's wild. Bro.
You prioritize what you prioritize. I saw one the other day that said, have you ever answered a text just so you could get back to posting your IG story?
Yo.
Like, let me just fuck. I'm trying to fucking do a story here.
Yeah. Bruh. There's so much shit that we do as people
I love it, bro.
that sometimes makes no sense and we do it anyway.
When they point it out, it's fucking hilarious. But that's something I want to talk about.
Sure, let's get into it. What are we talking about?
So M just dropped.
Eminem did drop.
Eminem just dropped. From what I hear, it was okay. It was okay.
I skimmed through.
It's not the M that I was expecting to hear.
Okay.
The one that's just tone deaf and just screaming in the same tone the whole time and
Sure.
over rapping, doing and no offense to anybody, but there is a thing where like white boys do like the rapping tricks. I rap really fast and a whole lot of syllables and stuff like that to try to show you that I'm actually good at this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to do that shit, especially if you're M. You know what I'm saying? You've already proven your point. So it wasn't the M that I expected, but it's also the same M. There is a like narrative being pushed, right? People are like really trying to push like, oh, did you see he dissed Kendrick? It'd be like, no, he didn't. Even before his album came out, people were talking about, because he had said something about top fives, right?
Yeah.
And
He said like
a couple years ago, he had just said a random thing about going at a top five.
Yeah.
Famously, the last person to say anything about top fives was Kendrick. He said, I'm smoking in your top fives about 2-3 years ago. And everybody's like, oh, he's challenging. I was like, no, he's not. First of all, they get along. Second of all,
people just want to.
they want to. Then when they listen to the album, they're like, he actually didn't, but you want that.
Yeah, that's what you thought about what you wanted before hearing the whole thing out.
But the truth be told, and I'm saying it's me,
mm-hmm.
and I got G14 classification to say it.
G14 classified. That's
G14
good.
classified. If M ever went at Kendrick would beat him and fast.
I think so.
Faster than Drake.
I think so.
Like in 3 songs.
I think so.
Okay, I'm glad there's no argument.
No.
People got this like, you've got like 8 Mile, Marshall Mathers LP,
Mm-hmm.
Eminem in your head for like 20 years. That's not the guy.
No.
And putting him against Kendrick is just not, it'll be over fast.
I think people just like, they saw Drake get taken out and Kendrick's that dude right now.
You think that is some residue?
Like if anybody even says
he won't say that
Kendrick's
shit
name.
to M.
Yeah, no, if anybody even says Kendrick's name, they're trying. It's almost like they're affiliating it with automatic beef now, because it's another lyricist who's mentioned your name,
and they want him to get taken
want that
out.
to
Like,
happen.
bro, it would be even faster.
Yeah, I think so. So here, let me just my perspective real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with what you were saying. For those who had maybe some negativity towards Eminem, and this is aside from the Kendrick shit, right?
Sure.
Everybody already has the perspective, like, that whatever he drops is never going to be good. It's never going to be his old shit. Cool, whatever. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think all his records are bad. There's been records that he's dropped, on the recent albums too, that I'm like, okay, that song's cool. And I don't expect Eminem to be in the same position he was back in the early 2000s. That's just not realistic. It was a different time.
Numbers wise, he still does.
Yeah, he probably, yeah.
Just his fan base globally, like Soviet Union and shit like that, all
Yeah.
of that. It's going to be crazy.
And my thing is that, like, bro, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Let it be. And I think everybody's always trying to overly criticize the man. And it's like, he's doing what he wants. I just think he's doing what he wants to do.
I think it's the opposite of that.
Okay.
I don't think that Eminem gets criticized enough. I think we refuse to criticize him because you're like, he's so skilled. You put the raps together and you think that like this guy.
We might be talking to different people.
Maybe so.
Because everybody.
From what I see,
feel
like
more
M is
people
like, if
hate
you,
on the man.
If you think about M like lyrically and as a rapper, like he's literally 100%, 99% on 2K.
Sure.
In their minds, like he's untouchable, and it was like that is far from the truth. If you know what you're talking about, and I usually don't talk to people who don't know what they're talking about, but it's like, look, I'll break it down to you just like this. First of all, there's a lot of parts of his life that could be taken apart, but aside from that, in fighting, and rap and battling in any situation in life,
mm-hmm.
if you run into a person who picks and chooses their battle, you know everything you need to know about them.
Sure.
That's what it all comes down to. I could break it down to every fucking molecule, but just to the simple fact that if you're dealing with a person that picks and chooses who he wants to go, put that against the guy that goes against everybody.
Sounds like Floyd Mayweather.
Or the guy that will go against two of the top of his generation, like challenge them both at the same time. It's two different mentalities.
So
Don't fuck with that guy.
So here's the Floyd Mayweather mentality?
Yeah, but Floyd was like, that was Floyd at the end of his career.
Sure.
Comparing Money Made to Pretty Boy was a different guy.
Sure.
Now, he wasn't knocking niggas the fuck out, but he was beating them the fuck down.
Yeah, but couldn't you say that Eminem's career was similar also?
Absolutely. I think that I'll give him, was it Recovery? It might have been Recovery. Recovery was good. But really, M was Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, Eminem Show, and the rest.
Yeah.
And he's put out a lot since then. This one, from what I've heard, it's sounding pretty good. But then I hear the same old M, Lizzo, and P. Diddy, the easy targets. That's what he's always done. It's always
simple targets.
Crazy, easy targets. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Insane Clown Posse, and Ja Rule. These are the niggas that he battles. Benzino.
No, but do you think that maybe he just doing, how would you say this? So let's say we're used to seeing like rappers go at each other, right? You know, and you want the best of the best to come after each other. But maybe he's just going after people who he's emotionally affected by in his personal real life.
That's another thing.
Maybe that's it.
That's another thing. For people who paid attention or people who've lived long enough, Eminem is just as sensitive as Drake.
Maybe.
You don't hear from him a lot. But if you watch him and you've seen his reaction and you've seen him in actual beef, or in any little slight, he doesn't have the thick skin that you think he does. He's just funny. He can turn shit into a joke, but he's still sensitive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
So it's like, if you were really in the know, that would be a fast battle that would end quickly. And it'd probably end with an Eminem apology.
Then he'll say sorry?
Sure. I remember watching
I don't think I'm with the apologies.
I remember watching him in an interview a couple years ago when he was like saying when he was battling his addiction and he was sitting out in the game and he was watching Lil Wayne go off and he was watching Kendrick and he was watching Kanye West and he wanted to come out and say something to him and get his juices. And he was like, but he couldn't do it. And he just wanted to apologize to them for even thinking that. That's a different mentality, bro.
Yeah, I'm not with the apologies, I don't think. Especially in rap.
But here's the thing. Apologies have always existed.
Sure.
It wasn't just with J. Cole. J. Cole's was just like crazy because technically Kendrick hadn't said anything back to him. So he was winning. He was winning it back and forth. He had responded. He had put an album out. He was technically the aggressor and in the lead when he apologized. So it's different.
Until Kendrick opened his mouth.
Jay said some wild shit. His mom made him apologize. He apologized, and then he came back and started dissing some more. Lil Wayne apologized to Jay-Z after him had one little tiff, and Jay responded, and Wayne was like, all right.
I'm sorry.
My bad.
Hey,
so apologies have always existed, but J. Cole looks like if Kendrick's going to be man of the year, J. Cole is going to be the smartest man of the year.
Maybe.
At the end of this year. Who's smarter than him?
Kendrick.
That apologize was... Okay, that's fair. That's why he'll be number one.
Kendrick's number one because he's the smartest man.
But J. Cole is number two because he looked bad, but it turns out by the end of this battle, it was like, God, that was like the smartest.
Well, yeah, he got out when he needed to get out.
He looked like...
Smart move.
He looked like the nigga... No, I know this is a funny analogy.
Sure.
But just work with me here.
Okay. I'm listening.
Imagine you find a time machine.
Okay.
And it transports you to the Revolutionary War. And you're lined up with everybody else and they're getting ready to engage in those stupid fucking war tactics that they used to do where they would just stand facing each other and shoot and nobody moves.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Even if they were notoriously bad shots back then, are you just going to stand there like the Civil War and the Revolutionary War and exchange fire?
No.
No!
That doesn't sound like the most intelligent move.
We know better. If you put me in a time machine and I'm sitting there lined up in the Civil War, I'm getting the fuck out the way. You know I could just run across
That-
the way and start stabbing niggas with a bayonet, right?
That-
We don't have to stand here.
That is crazy how back in the day they would stand in a stationed position
Yeah.
and shoot at each other. And I'm like, why don't you move?
If you would have asked them,
Whose idea was this?
if you would have asked them, why are we doing this? Well, this is what we've always done.
It's the same thing with the.
So what?
It's the same thing with the duel between two people.
Well, that's different.
No, but you're still stationed in one position
True.
and shooting directly at somebody. It's
But you have a timing thing. Like you can let off before they let off. Just got to be quicker.
yeah. What if your trigger is faster than the
That's
other
on
person?
you. But it was the duel, just like the battle, just like boxing. I'm literally lined up with a nigga that's trained to kill me. I'm still going to face this dude. It's a different mentality.
That's true.
But in war, we'd get the fuck. I could just. They're only
Circle
like
around.
18 feet away.
Yeah.
Circle the fuck. Like our mentalities couldn't handle it. That's what J. Cole looks like. He looks like a nigga that was lined up and was like,
Wait, hold
No.
on. This ain't it.
no. He got warned and he got the fuck out of Dodge. And it was like the smartest move of the year.
Besides Kendrick.
And he got his piece. This nigga is fucking riding his bike all through New York City. Ain't worried about nothing. Nobody's saying, why didn't you fight? Everybody's like, yeah, I feel what you did.
Getting rejected at Tesla.
Fuck
Can't-
it.
Can't buy a car. Crazy.
Yeah, you can't be. It's one thing to be. It's one thing to be a humble person.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna walk around with all this jewelry and shit like that. It's another thing to look homeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you could be humble and not look homeless.
You can tie your braids back, bro.
Like, you don't have to do this.
You can't go in there and tie dye.
Yo,
You
that's
can't go there and tie dye and some Crocs and expect that they're gonna treat you like
as
fucking
such.
Tay Diggs or some shit. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
I don't understand that mindset at
That nigga
all.
had a rope belt on. You can't go in there with a rope belt and think that they're gonna think you got some
maybe he
dough.
wants to be Jesus. I think he wants to be Jesus.
He's definitely got John the Baptist energy. You know what I'm saying?
Is that cunt energy?
Cunt energy. Brought to you by Blammo.
Blammo.
I want to see your manager.
Official sponsor. Official sponsor of the CSP.
The official sponsor of I want to see your manager now.
Yo,
Cunt energy.
let's get into that.
Y'all, we got to get into that, bro.
Let's get into cunt energy.
Cunt energy, bro. For all the time. You know what cunt energy is? No offense. Cunt energy is like the energy that guys don't have. So, girls have to do shit for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all know at some point in time when we're in a relationship, we got our girl on a leash. Hey, I asked for no mustard, but you gave me mustard. I don't care. If it's just me, I'm just going to eat the sandwich. Not with her sitting there.
Yeah, no. Those can be dangerous.
Yes. With her
So-
sitting there, she's going to go after them the way I wouldn't.
So I've known of people too who, how do I put this? So you could be out eating, right?
Yeah.
Dining at a restaurant, right? And then typically, let's say my drink wasn't correct or my food was something's wrong with it. I typically like to address it if I need to in a quiet manner with the server. And I try to be real brief and like polite because I'm thinking about my shit getting spit on,
Exactly.
somebody letting off a load into my drink or my
But not just that, to be completely honest, I'm really not that kind of like, honestly, unless it's like crazy disrespectful.
yeah.
If I asked for light mayo and you brought me tartar sauce, my nigga,
Oh, well, that's wild.
you're wildin'. But
Yeah.
if I asked for light and you brought me regular to heavy mayo, I'd just be like, I eat it. I
You
eat it.
tartar sauce?
No, I don't fuck with tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce, like I don't know. If
At
it's-
one point in time in life,
I don't know if
yeah.
it's a name thing because I have a thing with names, and we can get into that too if you want to. But
It's the T's. Is the T word
like
that fucks with
tartar,
you?
the tartar, like tartar
Tart.
sounds
Yeah.
doesn't sound
It sounds like
appetizing.
sea mayo.
Yo. You want some of this tartar?
Yeah, it's a hard T.
Yeah, that's
it
a-
don't feel good. So you don't like word textures? I think we just discovered something. It's word
No,
textures.
No, this is I even
That's why you
have.
don't like squoze. Squozy.
I think it's growing on me. Yo, shout out to all squozzies worldwide.
Squozies.
Yeah, I do this with restaurants. I don't go to restaurants, they got trash names. Or names that are not appealing to me.
This is different.
Name 5 restaurants right now, and I'll tell you if it's appealing to me.
Fogo de Chao.
I like it.
Why? Because it's foreign sounding?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like some bullshit.
What sounds like some bullshit? What is a place that you won't go? Even if it's good, you just can't fuck with it.
Ooh,
Name one, just one.
where do I begin? Gyms.
Nah, that's not the. Come on, you know, you don't have to go to gyms
I don't go to gyms.
because if you've got Denny's and IHOP around, nobody's
Denny's?
going to gym. You're not going to Denny's,
I'm not going to
or
IHOP.
you just don't like people's name on the places.
For Denny's and IHOP, I might have a different reason why I don't like it. Those are 24-hour places, and they're filthy. They don't really clean those places like that. And they got a lot of flies at IHOPs.
Don't do that.
They do. They do.
I think that's just the one you went to.
I went to multiples before in the past. That's why I don't go to IHOPs. If you guys, if
Okay,
every
now see,
IHOP got
now look.
a fly infestation,
I can't fuck with you on this, and I think it's cultural.
well, fuck yourself.
Oh wow. No, but I'm saying this. I can't fuck with you on this because it's cultural. Like everything you're describing
Mm-hmm.
is Waffle House.
I love Waffle House.
But we love Waffle House.
That's different.
Why? Everything you just described, you lit like dog. I can go to IHOP right now. I don't know it's dirty back there.
IHOP's
I
not-
can't see.
But it's not appealing to me.
I don't know if Denny's is dirty. I can't see. I don't know if Jim's is dirty.
Yeah, but they're not appealing to me.
I'm watching you at Waffle House be dirty. I'm watching you.
If I walk into a Denny's, I instantly feel like this is a depressing
Bro,
place.
this is a weird. No,
Hold on. It's a depressing environment. There's always old, nasty women working there, and they look.
Nah, I never pulled anybody from IHOP.
There's a few that don't look like they showered, and I'm like, bro, like,
Have you never been to a Waffle House in the right?
I love
in the
Waffle House.
right
It's just
neighborhood?
different though.
I mean, the
It's-
right
the
neighborhood.
filthier, the better.
This is a paradox because when we go there,
Waffle House is culture.
it looks filthy. They are filthy. A lot of these motherfuckers just got out of prison or just got a job without a social security card. And also the element of danger in the room.
Yeah, but the place is appealing to me.
The element
I like
of
it.
danger outside, the element of danger in here is crazy, but we love it.
Yeah, I love it. But I like it because the name is appealing to me. I like that I can see my food getting cooked in front of me.
Waffle House is appealing, but not IHOP.
Fuck no.
International House of Pancakes, Waffle House. It's a W.
Waffle House all day. I'm picking Waffle House over any of those places.
Oh, for sure. I leave my steak and eggs now.
Yeah.
I need my steak and eggs.
You know,
But still, I understand the paradox, and I also understand slightly what you're saying because I got a thing with words. There's
They-
certain words that I hate, and then there's certain words that I hate the way you say it. So now I hate the word because all I can hear is how you say it.
name some other places that maybe are not too common, but you think that maybe I would dislike based on name. Restaurant wise.
Golden Corral.
Fuck no. Not going. Golden Corral.
Golden Corral.
Fuck out of here.
What's that place that I've never been? The Time Machine?
The Magic Time Machine?
Yeah.
I've actually never been.
It's there. Nobody's ever been.
I never
Except for like single women.
I don't know anybody.
Single mothers go to Magic
I don't know
Time
anybody
Machine.
who's ever gone there.
You go to Red
It's
Lobster?
a cool little name, but it sounds like a kid place.
Red Lobster?
No, I don't go to Red Lobster.
Is it a name or is it just better places?
I think the name is cool, but I've heard too much.
Pompadours?
Papados is a cool name. I fuck with Papados. They got good.
Yeah, Pompadours sounds like what they serve.
They got good red fish.
Oh, I ain't eating no redfish.
Redfish is amazing, bro.
I mean the shrimp bowl,
That's good too.
and I'm eating sausage, and I'm eating Cajun grits.
Anything Cajun's delicious,
Anything
right?
Cajun is my favorite. It's literally
love
my favorite
Cajun.
food.
Bro, that's why, like, you know, and shout out to Elitist Norm. He's like anti-Cajun.
Fuck that nigga.
God damn. Oh my God. Jesus.
Anything Cajun,
RDR.
Cajun is my favorite food.
Cajun
period.
is fantastic. You can't really go wrong in my
Nope.
eyes. What else? What else is a good place? Good place. Like places, I could name probably more places I think I'm fond of, and I like something with the simplicity of Pluckers. I like the look of it.
Nah, fuck Pluckers.
I'm just telling you what I like.
Fuddruckers?
Fuddruckers, you know what? I'll be real. Fuddruckers, I always liked it. The way it looked, the presentation.
The concept of it.
I like the concept. I like that the logo had a pop to it like Blockbuster.
Yeah. It felt like an amusement park. Plus, I like the fact that it feels like dyslexic motherfucker. It feels like Fuddruckers is somebody with dyslexia saying motherfucker.
Yeah.
It feels like
But
you're
man,
falling down the stairs.
It just didn't last.
It didn't.
I mean, it lasted as long as it could.
You know why? Because a whole bunch of pretentious motherfuckers were like, why should I build my own shit? You build my shit. I don't think that's fun.
Did I tell you that I got the last time I think I ever went to a Fuddruckers? I ordered food.
There's still one.
And I was trying to order a beer with it.
Mm-hmm.
And, they of course, they asked for ID and all that shit, right? So present my shit. And they refused to sell me alcohol because they said that my driver's license was still facing upward. And I was like, yo, I'm 25.
Hold on.
I was 25 years old.
If that's the reason, they just don't fuck with you.
No, listen.
That's not a thing.
Listen, though.
They just don't fuck with
So
you.
the girl who asked me for the ID, I show it to her. She was cool with it. Grabs the beer. She already had it ready to pop it, right? She was handing it over when the hater manager from around the corner said, "Can we see the ID again?"
They thought you were lying, huh?
She said, "Can we see the ID
What you
again?"
get for being skinny,
She's
bro.
like, we can't sell you this beer. And she takes it from in front of me.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm 25 years old.
You fucked the daughter, bro. And she knows.
That didn't happen. No.
She knows, bro.
Yo,
You did her wrong. You did her dirty.
I'm not Drake.
You peed on my daughter.
No. I don't strike a chord, yo.
Nah, but how old was the lady?
The people at the register were like high school kids.
Oh, I see.
The manager was an old ass lady.
That the one who took your shit.
She was a hater.
That's what I'm saying. You probably fucked her daughter.
No, she's probably like a grandma.
You probably fucked her daughter.
If I'm not mistaken, she might have been Caucasian. I didn't really have a track record of Caucasians.
Okay. You know how you feel. You know how we feel about, and it's the Marbach coming out. You know how we feel about Waffle House?
Marbach Chronicles.
You know what I'm saying?
Coming soon.
You know how you feel about Waffle House? We know what it is. We know that this shit is dirty and whatever, but we love it. That's how I feel about CC's Pizza. I don't care if I won.
You like CC's?
If I won the lotto for $600 million, I would still go to CC's Pizza, bro.
I like CC's Pizza, though.
I know this shit is trash. I don't care.
That's the only buffet I go to.
CC's Pizza are 80s action movies. We know these shits are trash. I know that The Last Dragon was trash.
They're not top level pizza places.
No,
but we go there.
I know The Last Dragon was trash.
You know,
I don't give a shit.
I'll be real. I've been criticized because occasionally I'll make a stop at Pizza Patron.
CC's Pizza is the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Yo.
I know Scorpion was wearing Vans. I don't care.
They're not very squirrelsy.
They're not squirrels.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie though. That little stuffed crust is kind of good though. That is very good. See,
I'm never gonna stop going to CC's Pizza, bro.
But see, like, I'm viewed as a person who eats a lot of, like, they think I eat bougie shit.
You're an uppity motherfucker.
But I'm the same guy who you'll catch eating places of CC's Pizza. I'm at the fucking Pizza Patron. I'm picking up. I will pick up a little Caesar's Pizza.
I like Marco's.
Yeah, I love Marco's.
Yeah, I fuck with Marco's.
Marco's got a fire jalapeno pizza, bro. That is delicious.
Yo, they're fucking.
Shout out to Marco's and their recipe.
They started giving out maybe I ordered it wrong, but they started giving out these fucking breadsticks that are like ghost pepper, and I didn't know that shit. And I was getting ready to give it to my son, and I took a bite first. I was like, God damn, I can't give this to him, and he loves breadsticks. When they start giving this shit standard.
Speaking of that, I was the last time that me and my son went to like a little birthday dinner, right? It was one of my friend's grandkids, but they're same age as my son. Like, so she's having a birthday, right? And we're at a wing place. So I was all like, they were like, kind of, how kids start to get kind of amped up and act like they can handle anything. And so I get the bright idea.
All right, motherfucker.
All right, man. All right. Y'all want
Handle this.
Y'all want to talk tough, right? So I see the server coming. I'm like, excuse me. Yeah, let me get the hottest ghost pepper sauce you have
you're
on your
wildin',
menu.
bro. You can't say ghost pepper. You got to say jalapeno.
No, their hottest one is like the
You can't
ghost
give
pepper.
them a ghost pepper.
It's a sauce for the wings. So they said, are you sure? And I was like, yep, bring one down. Shows up with it. The kids were confident at first till the sauce came. And I was like, all right, both of y'all talking big talk. Let me dump this sauce on your wings. And I want to see you like chow it down.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, all right. Like, now they gotta live up to the confidence, right? And they do that shit, boy. I tell you,
Listen,
this was live entertainment at its finest.
I don't do well with hot either, so
I'm not done.
I'd be one of them niggas that would. Luckily, I'm really competitive. I would finish hot ones,
You might not.
but I might be in a hospital because I know I would be good until atomic bomb. That's the one that gets everybody.
Mind
That's
you,
the one.
I'll tell you after the show. But
We're gonna have to do that one day.
there's a place down the street that has all the sauces.
They've got
all the hot ones
They
sauces.
got the bomb.
Yes, they do.
Like I'm scared.
with my
I'm
own eyes.
scared of the bomb. Do you watch it a lot?
Yeah,
Like I love hot ones. Right?
I like hot ones.
I
mean,
love it.
I can't watch every episode, but I'm watching for like those I'm a fan of.
I think I've seen at least 60% of it, like all the seasons.
I've seen at least like a few from each season.
So you know it's the bomb. The bomb is really the hottest one,
it's
and they
supposed
put
to
it in the
be-
middle.
It's supposed to be the one that instantly changes the game.
It's the one.
Yeah.
I honestly think that it is the actual hottest sauce,
Supposedly, it's
and
supposed,
then everything else adds to what the bomb did.
supposedly it's supposed to be the nastiest one too.
Yeah, it's
The nastiest flavored. So that one is just to torture.
so it's like I don't do well with hot food, right?
Mhm.
But I also want to try. I also want to try the bomb just to see. I've always wanted to. None of the other ones look like they would ever bother me. I'm not stupid. I know that they put the hottest in the middle.
So you think at some point we should take
Yes.
CSP to Hot Ones Central
I think that
and do a challenge? of
one
our
day
own?
we'll have to do a bet. And at any time that we ever do a bet, know that that should be my consequence.
to force a hot sauce on you.
It's not forced. If I lose the bet,
You gotta do it.
I got to do it.
I'll take you up
So
on that.
whatever bet we happen to do, you don't have to do it. But for me, that would be my penance.
All right.
If I lose, I got to do the bomb. It's not going to go well because I'm already telling you, I don't do well with like hot wings.
And we'll do it in a public place, so you have to use a public restroom if you need to, so I can laugh even
You
harder.
know, it ain't the restroom. I'm fucking die. I might fucking stroke out on you there.
We'll get a gentleman on the
All right,
side
hold on.
for CPR services.
Like I'm looking in your eyes right now. It's gone a different.
It's going differently in my mind.
direction. Yeah, because you ever like had your nieces and stuff like that, and they're like ha ha ha. Like my niece.
I don't have nieces.
Okay, my niece used to do this thing, right? She'd squeeze your face, and it's all fun and games, and then her face would go,
She squirrels your face?
yeah. But her face would like turn, and then you'd be like, all right, stop.
Sounds like my
that's
son.
what your face just did. Was like the thought of making me do that shit. You just was like, yeah. So what we're gonna, and now you're
It's
starting
like
to get into planning, and you need to
It's
chill out.
like the suffering for Kai Phoenix.
Sure, but
It's
you know,
always,
I
always
already,
desired.
I already see it going in a negative. Like, relax, dog. You're already making up scenarios and plans and shit.
Is it almost like the time that I almost had Alyssa choke you out?
No,
You didn't like the
I
plotting?
didn't walk into that shit.
You didn't like the plotting the way I'm
Man,
plotting
look,
now?
I walked into the woods, and the woods is flat, and I saw this big lump of leaves. I know that's a bear trap. I'm not walking into that shit. What the fuck you think this is? Why you
Sure.
ask me to the woods?
Hey, man, sometimes you got to do things that you're not comfortable doing.
Right. Okay. That's not one thing.
That Star himself would not do. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So that'll be it. Because I want to try it. I want to see what it's going to do to me, but I also don't want to.
I've always been curious about the Hot Ones challenge. And we've always had this conversation, like even just like me, my brother, me and whoever. And it's like one day we got to get the sauces and do this.
It's just one for me. I ain't stupid.
Yeah.
The hot sauce challenge is just one sauce. That's why they change everything but that one. All of those 10 seasons that has lasted, there's only one sauce, two. Their signature sauce, but there's only one that never changes. That's because it's the hottest.
Yeah.
That's the one that gets you. And then everything after it adds to it.
Is it safe to say that that might be that one and The Last Dab are the most iconic sauces of the show's history?
Yeah, that's why they don't never go. They're the Rick. They're the Rick of the show.
The Rick Grimes?
He can't die. Nah.
It's the Homelander of the show?
Yeah, man. He's going to die soon.
Well, Rick left.
But he's not dead. You can't kill Rick.
He's unkillable?
You can't kill Michonne because you can't kill Daryl. They're untouchable.
That's why that show fails. They don't kill off
Nah,
people.
it just
they need to kill
they killed
off.
everybody but them. But the spinoffs are good.
You need to kill him off. Rick needs to die.
I can take Rick over Daryl.
That's fair.
I barely made it past the what's his name that got killed by Negan.
Glenn?
I gave him one more season after Glenn, and it was like, all right, I'm done.
Glenn was once he got too in love, I was like,
because it started getting a little zombie heavy. They started doing the what's the other? There were 2 other zombie shows, and they were terrible.
Oh, Fear the Walking Dead?
Fear the Walking Dead, and
Yeah,
there was
trash.
another one that was trash. And I was like,
I was already gone by then.
it's getting a little zombie crazy right now. Everybody's trying to jump on the train and it's starting to get washed out.
Is it crazy that there's always a spawn up of zombie
No.
shit? Like they're like even in the past.
Oh yeah,
when like one zombie like movie comes out and then there's like it trickles down.
Zombies are always going to be.
And then I think you had some movies like at the time I think Dawn of the Dead and some other shit came out in the 2000s, right? And then you had the spawn of The Walking Dead that came out.
Would you rather
And
see?
everybody was all of a sudden about that zombie life.
Would you rather see zombies or vampires?
Zombies.
Would you rather see zombies or another Jason movie?
Zombies.
Would you rather see zombies or another Freddy movie?
Probably zombies.
Would you rather see zombies or another Omen movie?
Omen. Maybe because the last one was good. The last one was really good. I liked it.
Would you rather see zombies or another Exorcist movie?
Who's directing?
No, that's fair. Rob Zombie.
I'm chancing it.
Would you rather see zombies or another Saw movie?
Yo, I'm over the Saw.
I'm over all of that shit.
Anything that wants to take the Fast and the Furious route is they need to be stopped.
I'm over all of that shit. Just give me zombies.
Honestly,
Fast.
are
zombies.
we watching the movie series of Saw because we're really curious about the series, or because we want to see what kind of deaths they've come up with next?
Yeah,
right?
it's that. But I never got past 2. I went to the theaters to see 2. An old lady stood up and had a stroke in the first 15 minutes. And I just was like, that's an omen. And I left. I left the theater.
She wasn't built for it.
She wasn't built for it. It just was like, They get a little old.
So you know
as soon as Chris Rock starts becoming
oh no, that was tragic.
the main,
That was tragic.
we've taken it too far.
And you know, I'm not a fan of Chris Rock. So you put him in a movie like that, bruh, we done hit rock bottom.
Hold on, I will give him this. Chris Rock was in what's that show? Fargo.
Mm-hmm.
He did an amazing job.
Was he in there?
Yeah. He was.
I remember that.
It was in the 40s, and he was like the leader of a black mafia group against I think it was an Italian mafia group. It was amazing. He did a great job. He's not a good dramatic actor, but this was great.
This was great.
More like that.
I've never heard that pitch come at you.
I was really surprised because I thought I was going to get a whole bunch of this, and I don't want this.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
glad you brought up like the horror movie shit, right? Because I think that maybe movie makers got a little too horror happy, and they just want to drop.
Yeah.
And I think that there's not enough time taken into the writing and being creative on what you're trying to get done. And there's always a rush to get it out.
Plus, we already know, like we've watched enough at this point. We know what's about to happen. I walk out. I look, nothing. I look, nothing. I know it's going to be here. I know.
Well,
look.
To be fair,
boom.
To be fair, this year might have been a pretty good year so far for horror movies.
Such as
You know that movie, what's the one with Sydney Sweeney? She was the nun. She was a nun in there. This year, it came out like a few months back.
I didn't even.
It's actually not a bad watch.
Okay, now I will say this. Spiritual.
Wait, but it wasn't
spiritual horror movies I fuck with.
No, but I got thrown off because I assumed it was like another one of these like demonic
The
style
nun
movies.
and all of that.
No, but it wasn't demonic at all. Or demonic at all.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I like those.
Everything I assumed didn't happen. And I was like, oh, no, this is like some cult other kind of shit happening.
Yeah.
So I was drawn in after that. I was like, oh, I'm in here.
I've stated that before. If it makes my family members uncomfortable, like, oh, I don't know, y'all think you're playing with Jesus. Like, that's the movie I want to see. Fuck with. I like that.
You
I
know,
like that
you know
shit.
what movie got nasty criticized was The Nun.
Okay. Yeah.
And I thought the opposite because something was done in there that I had never seen before. And it was the part where they figured that the only way they were going to be able to take out the nun was with the blood of Christ that they had in there, right? And when they opened the little the secret, little brick, whatever, where they had the blood hidden,
Right.
And it came out, and I was like, oh, they taking it too far. I was like, yo.
I like that shit.
But I was drawn in because of that specifically. And I was like, bro, what movie has done that?
There's been a couple.
The way, in that fashion?
I didn't see that movie.
No, you got to see how they did it. And
Okay.
I thought it was like wild, crazy. And even with that, it didn't fully do the job.
You know what I need more of?
What's that?
I need more scary conspiracy theory movies. Like
If you had to direct something.
the Tom Hanks movies.
Like, what's that one?
Come on. Give it to me because I'm blank, right? But you know what I'm saying. He did two of them.
I can't remember the Tom Hanks one, but like almost like the Jim Carrey movie.
No.
The 23 one.
No, that was good. That was a little thriller.
No, I'm just not him specifically.
No.
But I'm saying that type of movie though.
The Tom Hanks joint that he did the two big Illuminati joints. What are they called? Dude, we gotta Google. Because I'm pissed off right now.
Google it. So, okay, but you say it's conspiracy movies, right? Now I'm starting to think I don't really watch that many conspiracy movies.
Sure you do.
Like what? Name a popular one.
Inferno. And what's the other one that he did? Angels and Demons. Tom Hanks, those movies.
I don't think I ever
The
saw
Da
it.
Vinci Code.
Oh.
The Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons.
I forgot he did
What's
that.
the joint with
I got to rewatch that.
with Will Smith? They're awesome. What's the joint with Will Smith where he's being watched by the CIA and stuff like that and he accidentally got the package and shit? Enemy of the State. I like those joints. We need more of them joints.
What is the problem that they can't create movies like they used to anymore? Because I had this long conversation recently and we were trying to determine, like, okay, for example, there's always a group of people who are always saying that like the horror movies of the past from the childhood were the ones that scared them the most. There was nothing like it, right? But I was like, I personally feel the opposite because I don't like the graphics. I don't like the type of effects. I don't like the fakeness of it because, obviously technology has changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I would love to see those movies with today's technology. But I was like, why can't we do those style of movies? If you guys like the style and how it's structured, why can't they do it here with the technology we have now?
I think there's two different things that are clashing at the same time. And the first thing is, I think that it's the amount of creators is overwhelming to Hollywood.
Maybe.
So it makes them gatekeep harder
Okay.
because there's so many new and great ideas. The problem with the gatekeeping is that because they're gatekeeping all the new creators and whatnot, they're going with they're only throwing money at the sure bets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give me superhero movies, give me Fast and Furious, give me all the sure bets. Let's put this big budget behind because we know that these are going to hit.
Yeah.
So you're not getting all the new creative stuff. They're just going to go to independent film companies and we can go to Netflix and stuff like that. So you're not going to get them in theaters. since you're gatekeeping me, I'll take my shit to streaming services. So all adult ones are now going to streaming services, but with less of a budget. So they're not achieving what they could be because they don't have the big budgets. And the only people that Netflix and them are giving big budgets to are the sure bet names.
Sure.
So,
So, like, for example, but that's not fully true because then you do have some successes. For example, like, I don't know how you feel about the latest Evil Dead Rise. If you watch that.
it's a sure bet name.
No, but
It has a cult following. You can go to every
That's fair.
fucking Comic-Con
That's
and he's
fair.
always going to win.
that's fair. But is it fair to also say that because of the stage of how they do horror movies now, or they're not impressive, even though it's a name, a household name that people know from the past too, from the previous ones,
Mm-hmm.
they could have failed at this one. It could have been terrible. And I thought this movie was fantastic.
I think that other companies and other countries are the ones that are actually taking risks. Like I think that zombies and horror will never be the same
That's why I love Korean movies.
because of Shaun of the Dead.
Oh,
Shaun of the Dead changed everything.
where they made it comedy.
It was funny, but it was brilliant.
It
You know what
was.
I'm saying? And it changed the game. But yeah, I think now you're gonna have to watch America, and they're about to do it. Is going to be Train to Brooklyn. They're just going to remake Train to Busan.
Yes, they need
that's
to leave
what's
that
about to
alone.
happen.
They need to leave that alone.
Everybody else is doing innovative stuff while Hollywood is gatekeeping. So the streaming services are getting the better ideas, but they don't have the budget to make them reach their full potential.
You know, some of the most impactful movies for me were foreign films.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's a mixture of the acting, it's a mixture of like the,
Culture
emotion,
we've
expression.
never seen before.
Even the way it's filmed and shot.
Yep.
I'm like, what is wrong with America that we can't do this? It's like, why don't we focus on quality of films?
People have to get it. There are certain people that have to get out. Man, look. As recent as it feels,
Mhm.
you got to remember the Black Panther was so big because even up to when did Black Panther come out? The first was that 2018?
Maybe the year before.
No, it didn't come out in 17.
Sometime
It was either 18 or 19.
Okay.
I think it was 19. Up until 2019, Hollywood execs were still saying Black people don't translate globally.
Mm.
2019, they were still saying, I'm not going to, they don't translate to other countries.
Yeah.
Black Panther comes out, a Billy, and it was like, shut that shit up. You just never gave nobody a chance
Yeah.
because you were living under those pretexts that somebody a long time ago set off because they had their own mindset.
It was crazy how impactful Black Panther was.
Yeah, because it was like, we could have done this shit long time ago. Y'all acting like we don't watch movies. It's sort of like the NFL. It was like, y'all acting like we don't watch football.
Mm-hmm.
Us. We're the one that made y'all big. Like, crazy, dog.
Yeah.
So it's like, even up to 2018, 19, we had to break that wall down. It was like, if you would just give us the shot. Somebody finally said, all right, give him the budget. And we did a Billy.
Mm.
And then the next one was bigger than that. It's like, bruh, y'all are living under some old rules because those old suits are still in those buildings trying to tell you what's cool. Like, you don't know what the fuck's going on. Same as the music industry. You have to go into a label with a bunch of suits that are not on the streets. They don't know what the fuck's hot. They're going to tell you what's hot.
They just see what numbers were maybe hot previously.
That's it. We just
And
going
we
to keep
need
with the
you to do the
sure
same
formula. You don't know what's going on in the streets. You're going to try to tell me what's hot, and I'm actually out here.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with Hollywood, and I think in most industries. And then when you have a situation where the system is trying to correct itself by doing, all right, let's try to include everybody.
Sure.
Then it's going to try to overcorrect like it's doing in politics right now and destroy those systems.
Mm.
In every atmosphere that tries to get better, the old guard is going to try and destroy that system.
And that's what is
That's
it,
America.
What is it going to take before they realize that we can't do this anymore? Like, do people need to go on strike? I know they had the writer's strike, right? So, like, what needs to happen?
That is the thing about America, is that the top and those in power have to keep those without power divided and arguing with each other. Because the truth is, our best thing is to always unite and unionize and all of that stuff. We can always get what we want. But they do such a great job at keeping us
separated.
I don't fuck with trans. I'm not fucking with white people. I don't fuck with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever the little thing is, keep us divided so that we don't understand that unionizing and uniting will get us everything that we actually want.
That's so crazy.
And that's the American system.
It's the American way.
That's the American way, and it's always going to work.
And it's brought to you by Cunt Energy.
Cunt Energy. I want to see...
A force in America.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
brought
crazy.
to you by Blammo.
Yeah, official sponsor of the CSP.
Brought to you by the military complex.
Jesus
of
Christ.
America. A.K.A. Blammo.
Blammo. Damn, that's crazy. The Boys. Are you caught up?
Of course.
Let's talk about
best
it.
show on television.
I'm telling you right now. Spoiler. Let's just announce it right now. This is a spoiler episode. If you haven't seen The Boys, you ain't caught up with The Boys, you might as well stop now. But let's get into detail.
I'm excited.
Okay. Let's see. We're excited about the same thing.
Probably not. I'm excited about two things.
Right,
the first thing I'm excited about, A-Train, like I told you the last time we talked about this.
Yes.
He turned, finally.
Yes. I'm excited about that too.
The second thing I'm excited about is Homelander and Sage have now fallen out. I love it. Because now you get the brain on their side in which they desperately need it now.
Mm-hmm.
If they could get Sage on their side,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
So, I was saying this previously, right? A-Train, I haven't been the biggest fan of him throughout the show. He was always that yes man.
He's a sucker.
He follows orders. And it was, I think the turning point for him was when he was with the nephews.
He was the kids, yeah.
Yeah. And the brother shows up.
He's always been self-hating.
And says, like, you ain't none of that shit. All that hero shit you're talking about, you don't do none of that shit. Stop lying. And I think that triggered him in a sense.
You're fake.
Yeah, it threw him off because he probably had a moment of realization that I don't do no hero shit. And then that moment when he saved what's my man's name? When he took him to the ambulance. What's his name?
I forget.
Yeah. Anyway, so he saves his life, takes him to the,
because he
on the
stroked
stretcher.
out, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And-
anxiety, excuse me, anxiety. Yeah, panic attack.
Why does stroked out give you anxiety?
No, I said the wrong thing. I said stroke when I meant it was a panic attack.
When he had yeah, you're right. I don't know why I thought he had a heart attack, but anyway.
Yeah, we all thought he did, and then they told him it was a panic attack.
But he needs to be careful because then he eventually could have a heart attack.
Yeah.
So once he did that and he saw that boy who witnessed him bringing the body down, right?
But I told you last time he was prime. He's ready. He's ready to turn.
It was just a matter of time.
Yeah.
And so this was that time. And then I was like, yo, the more that he's turning, the more I'm like starting to lean onto A-Train. And
I think Homelander's going to kill A-Train.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. This is going to be the moment where they're whether everybody felt like me and wasn't fond of A-Train, and then they're going to kill him off.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be surprised.
But at least he had it. And that's how I know he's going to get killed off is because he's getting those moments. And right before you kill your character, you have to give him their moments. So he's getting his moments.
He's going to go out like a hero.
Then when I saw Homelander like actually emotional because it was him, I was like, oh yeah, he's killing him.
So, this is the brilliance of Homelander's acting. He in his mind, I mean, as a character, he really feels like, like nothing that he does wrong is wrong.
Oh, for sure.
But the moment that somebody does something to him, he can't believe somebody did this to him.
I'm also excited about the kid, the son. The son is finally...
The son is waking up.
Don't be a cunt. Brought to you by Cunt Energy.
Cunt Energy. Cunt Energy. The official sponsor of CSP. Yo, so just a wild theory. It probably wouldn't even happen. But you know how there's this whole idea with the virus in the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the show, the virus is not strong enough. It's strong enough to kill some soups, but it's not strong enough to kill Homelander.
Not yet.
Hold on.
Yeah.
But if it's enhanced, it's going to be strong enough to wipe out all soups.
That's why we need
right? Genocide.
That's why you need
So-
Sage, but she might not want to do it because of its potential to kill all soups.
Yes.
But she doesn't want that. She doesn't exactly want a power either.
Yes. But what I'm thinking is, because people have asked me too, because they've asked me questions in regards to like, how does the girl running for presidency, right? They're like, why hasn't she blown up Homelander's
She's
head?
fucking whack.
You think she's whack?
She's whack.
I don't know, but
She's your one.
Yo, she
I
be
know
looking-
she's your
she
one.
be
I'm not
looking
talking about the
good,
looks and
though.
stuff. I'm just talking about her character.
How
She
come
gets
they
on my
have-
fucking
When
nerves.
is she gonna have a sex scene?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Probably not.
But she gets on my fucking nerves, man.
She kind of gets on my nerves too, but I just look past it.
Because it's like no morals, bro.
So you don't got morals either.
Fucking deflection.
Yeah.
Your skills are better than yours,
Hey,
nigga.
Don't ever talk about her this way.
Yeah, I felt that. I felt that energy.
But the question that was asked upon me was, how come she didn't just blow up Homelander's head? And I said, well, maybe it's almost like the virus shit.
No, it's
Hold on.
why doesn't Homelander just kill Huey or Butcher?
Because he doesn't kill people who stand up to him.
True. So everybody has their thing. Like they can just easily kill.
But I'm saying this woman
Can she?
hasn't been in that position, I don't think.
Can she? Yeah, she has.
And so, but I'm also thinking, just because she can blow up people's heads doesn't mean she could blow up everybody's head.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, can she do that to him?
Because just like most soups or all soups can be affected by the main virus that they made, but it doesn't affect Homelander. I'm wondering if everybody's power can't necessarily take out Homelander either.
That's
Because
what
he's
you need
the superior
you
one.
need a virus for him. So clearly he can't just be killed by just anybody.
Yeah, because the regular virus only kills the rest of them, but not him.
Yo, that fucking
He's just he's God level soup.
that fucking shooter that was ripping her skin off and shit
Yo,
like that.
that's-
That was wow.
That's
and then
the shapeshifter.
yeah, but then she touched old girl and then she took
Yo.
a mental. Did you see her take a mental picture,
Bro.
of Starlight before she walked out the door, or was that just me?
I think that you're correct.
I think that she might
Yo.
go in the form of Starlight and as the shooter.
I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot all about that. That was a turn of events. I didn't see none of that
When
shit
he
coming.
slipped and was going down the stairs, and they were like, gross.
Yeah, and I was like, bro.
That is a dope ass
But-
power.
But then to end the show off, that episode with her being chained and Huey fucking the shapeshifter instead. Yo,
Told you when
That's-
she took the mental picture.
that's crazy, man. I was mind blown.
That's crazy, bro.
And then, I didn't see that coming. I was like, oh damn, I was like, okay, Starlight getting a little
Oh,
she
bro.
getting a little nasty over here, and it wasn't even her.
Speaking of superheroes, I'm pissed off. So
Pissed off about what?
the Captain America Brave New World trailer just came out. Did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Oh. Well, anyways,
What disappointed you though?
it looks awesome.
Okay.
It looks like it's gonna be great.
Oh, this is a new captain though, right?
Yeah. First movie, walking off of the show, which I love the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope Winter Soldier is going to be as instrumental in the movie as he was before. Because it feels like Captain America Winter Soldier. And we all know how dope that one was.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got those vibes. So it looks dope. It's got Red Hulk. It's going to be great. But now there's going to be a controversy because Marvel initially was going to bring in this Jewish character.
Mm-hmm.
She's a character in the comic books.
I feel like everything turns to the Jews.
Bro, it's called, her name is Sabra, right?
She's a Jew.
But, they were going to bring her in, and then they were trepidatious about not bringing her in because of what's going on actually.
Trepidatious.
Yes.
Wow. Hey,
I write books.
you a book writer or
You
something?
know what I'm saying?
You a book author?
So they'll have her coming in like she's a soldier, like she's part of the IDL or IDF, whatever, that's going on in Israel that's killing all the Palestinians.
Okay.
So it's like they decided, fuck it, just bring her in anyways.
Mm.
So she's going to be in there, which means there's going to be mass protest. So the movie doesn't even get a chance before it even started. It's going to have scandal and controversy of like, just leave the fucking character out.
But isn't it?
Nobody knows the character unless you're really into the comic books.
But it's the American way.
It pisses me off. It's like, damn. So that's going to take away
from what the movie can be.
from what the movie can be because there's going to be protests and stuff like that. And I'm not a fan of it. I still want to see the movie, but it was like you could have left her out.
Now you're gonna bootleg.
Why
it?
Why she necessary? So
I mean,
I'm pissed off about it. You got to see the trailer, bro.
I'm gonna check it out. I just think that it's. I almost hated. I don't want to say hated. Hate is extreme. I don't like sometimes when films take it upon themselves to go ahead, and I'm pretty sure somebody's initiating it, right? But they go and try to incorporate like
Make a statement.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that.
It's like the character's not even important. If you said this character's name to an average to no Marvel fan, like comic, they'd be like, who?
Yeah.
So what do we need them for? There's so many characters. If you know this is going to be a problem, like specifically, like there's genocide. Come on, my nigga. You don't need her. Unless this was like a major character, they'll get over it. Everybody knows this character. Okay, it is what it is. But if it's somebody you don't know and you know that it could be, man, just leave it out.
Dude, I have a little minor beef with superhero films. Certain things that happen in there.
Like what?
Like some of the heroes or characters that are damn near top level, probably some of the most powerful, don't necessarily get the shine or recognition of being or doing the most powerful things.
Like what?
Like Scarlet Witch, right? Right, Scarlet Witch?
You can't say that, or else you didn't watch
The one by,
Doctor Strange.
with Elizabeth Olsen, right?
You didn't watch Doctor Strange. She killed like everybody.
No, I get that. But I'm saying when she was like when they were in Infinity War, right?
Okay.
And there,
All right.
I was like,
They corrected that though.
they had a moment of but it should have happened there. Like
Sure, but they corrected it.
because I think she needed more camera time in my opinion because of what she can do.
I felt like they overcorrected because sure, she definitely needed more camera time. She definitely should have shown more of what she can do. And I think they tried to correct that in like the battle scene with Thanos.
Well,
I think they gave her,
and that was one of my problems.
gave her some
because
props.
right there,
Yeah.
that was the moment where like, yo, she's capable of crushing this man.
Yeah.
She can do it. Out of anybody here, she might be the
I think that you feel like they gave, well, no. There are characters more powerful than her, and that's who they reserved those spots for. But in Doctor Strange, this she's killing Black Bolt and Professor X and shit is like, yo, come on.
But in that one, in that movie specifically, though, who is more powerful?
Scarlet Witch is not
who was
killing
getting the
Professor
shine?
X, bro.
No, but who was getting more shine in that movie that was more powerful than her?
Who?
In Endgame.
Okay, but all right.
When she was lifting up Thanos, and she was like about to crush him.
But what's her name is more powerful than her in the comic book. She is more. What's her name? The blonde.
Oh,
she is more powerful than Scarlet
Captain
Witch.
Marvel.
Yes, she is more powerful.
Yes, but she also didn't have that.
She got the shine, and I think that you felt like Scarlet Witch deserved.
But
she is more powerful.
She did, yeah. No, but I'm not disagreeing with that. I think
Okay.
both of them are like powerhouses.
So who are you saying?
But I'm saying that I think that you think they should have got more shine, them two, because
Well, they were the last two.
they might be two of the most powerful ones.
They were.
in the whole field.
They were the last. Like it went Black Panther, Scarlet Witch, Miss Marvel, and then Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they got the props that they deserved. I just felt like they overcorrected it to make sure that she got her props in fucking Doctor Strange. I'm like, come on now. Black Bolt is crazy.
Yeah,
But she did what she's supposed to. I didn't even give you a chance to fucking speak. She killed fucking what's his name? Mr. Fantastic. She killed Miss Marvel, the black version of it. Ain't that a bitch?
Hey, man.
And then she killed Professor X. I'm like, all right, now I draw the line now.
Like, yo, we taking it
You mean
too
to tell
far.
me, you know what I'm saying? You taking
Yeah.
it too far. You not getting into Professor X's mind and killing him. That's not the way you're gonna kill him. You'll kill him physically, not in his mind. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think because she was one of my favorite because I could see what she could do. I would have wanted more for her.
Yeah.
And Captain Marvel, a lot of people didn't like Captain Marvel.
You know who I got that beef with?
Who?
X-Men 97. They're already on season 3. They're so sensational, right? But I think that they wanted to overcorrect. Creators did such a bad job with X-Men in the 90s and stuff because they made it so Wolverine centric. First, you have to have Wolverine, and then we'll build everything else around him.
But do you think is it because Wolverine was kind of the face of the X-Men? I mean, he's the most iconic, right?
As far as favorite
X-Men.
characters go, you're dealing with Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Wolverine.
Sure.
He's one of the top 4.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they built the X-Men, and the X-Men should not just be built around him, but he's everybody's favorite character.
Yeah. So it's
But
understandable.
It's understandable because you have people attached to X-Men that don't love it. Bryan Singer, who did the majority of the movies, it's just a money grab to him. He even made fun of it. What you want us to be in yellow spandex? Yes,
I do.
that's what we want. Not black leather.
The tighter, the better.
Yeah, motherfucker, we want yellow spandex. We don't want Wolverine to look like Run DMC.
You wanted the bulge.
You know what I'm saying?
You're like, yo, I want to see your
Give
bulge.
me the bulge. So,
Hey, yo.
so it's like now when you got to X-Men 97, because of all of those years of being Wolverine centric, they wanted to downplay Wolverine. And my only problem with X-Men 97 is that you downplayed Wolverine too much to where he almost feels like insignificant. It's fucking Wolverine, right?
Yeah.
But they wanted to show everybody else. And I think that they troped out Bishop. I know that it's a connection to the 90s, so you want to keep with it, but it's just like two 90s for me. The black characters in the 90s was like, yeah, show that punk. Do it. Oh, yeah.
Show that
You're just
punk.
there for the cool catchphrases and shit. Toss me. Let me show you what I can do.
Yo, saying toss me is crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
That's a
But
little.
we didn't have pause back then.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing. But to hear it
Charge
now,
me up. I'ma take this sucker out. I don't want to hear that shit with Bishop in fucking 2024.
that's fair.
Come on now.
That's fair.
You got a whole soap opera. Gambit looks all cool and shit. But when it comes to Bishop, who's actually a dope ass character from the fucking future, we're not talking like that in the future.
That's fair.
Let me show you what I got.
You don't like that?
Like fucking Jax from 1992, bro. That's my only problem. But other than
It's
that,
good for the comics. It looks cool.
no, because even in comics, he was like,
to see like those quotations in the comics.
it
is
was
fine.
good for the cartoon.
But I
in
don't
the
know if it
90s.
translates
It
to
doesn't. It
film.
doesn't. I just was like, you downplay Wolverine. You're really stereotypical with Bishop. But other than that, oh yeah, you're giving Jubilee way too much shine. We don't like her. We never did. She just was a teenager, so you had to run with her.
Did that movie with Deadpool and
It's gonna do all the numbers.
that's coming. It's gonna come.
It's gonna change everything. You're looking at if you don't like superhero movies and you're tired of Marvel, dread the day that Deadpool and Wolverine comes out because it's just gonna kickstart this shit all over again.
I always
Guaranteed.
this is why I say that rated R films are just better.
Well,
And
for sure. Oh, for sure.
Why, look how good Deadpool movies are based on the rating.
Yeah.
It's
This one here though,
I would have like whenever they say, oh, but the kids gotta watch this too, you know, the Marvel movie, so they have to do it like, man, fuck them kids.
I think this movie is gonna do $3 billion.
Jesus. You think so?
I do.
3 billion.
I think this movie is gonna do $3 billion.
Damn.
I just watched I forget what channel it was. They watched the first 30 minutes of it and they just like this shit is going to just kickstart everything all over again. Because it's like if you love anybody who knows comic books, if you love the Avengers, we all know that the X-Men are cooler.
I do like the way they roll.
They're just a better comic book. It's more inclusive. They had better stories. They just were better. The Avengers was like the 1960s and shit.
Marvel just looks more how would you say it? There's just a lot.
Yeah, so it's like Look what they did with the Avengers.
You know what disappoints me the most? Because two of my favorite villains in Marvel were Venom and Carnage.
Mm-hmm. Terrible.
And I mean, excuse me. Of course, I'm going to tune in and watch the film.
Sure.
I was like, why can't they just do it justice?
It's just terrible.
Why can't they do it justice?
And what's sad is that I'm not used to Tom Hardy making bad movies.
Yeah, and and I was like, they're making him do this.
But he's like his acting in the movies feels like he's not taking it serious.
I think maybe that's how they want him to do it.
I guess, but I'm not used to that. But what I was saying is,
And he does do good films.
if you look at what Marvel has done with the Avengers, after Deadpool and Wolverine, the mutants are coming. Oh, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Once, look what just the cartoon did. The cartoon was so successful, they're literally working on season 3 right now. They just finished this goddamn show, but it's so successful, it reminded people who the X-Men were.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till they start casting the real life shit. You know what I'm saying? Wait till they bring the mutants in. Like, it's over. After Deadpool and Wolverine, they're bringing the X-Men.
It's going down.
Shoo.
I think this is DC's time to shine.
What is DC coming with?
They need to come with something.
Not if Henry Cavill is Wolverine, like he's rumored to be.
Well,
Boy, they're coming with the new Superman movie, which they're already hating on.
no, but I thought it was gonna be their time to shine because did you see the Joker? The Joker trailer, the Penguin trailer.
Nobody's gonna watch that, bro.
I'm kind of excited for it.
It looks great, but nobody's gonna watch that. They'll watch.
It's not gonna do no 3
I
billion.
think that they're gonna watch the Joker, and because it's musical, they're gonna have some issues.
The new Joker hasn't even come out yet.
No, it's with Lady Gaga. It looks amazing.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Exactly.
That,
it looks amazing, but once you add the musical element to it, people are gonna walk out the theater like, I don't know what the fuck just happened. I don't know.
I might have to retract my statement.
Then the new Superman is coming out, and they're already hating on it. They already don't like it. They don't like who's playing it. They don't like the uniform, and it's all comic book based. So it's like,
Do you think they need to drop another Superman right now?
I think that they need to, after what they did to Henry, leave Superman alone.
Mm-hmm.
Because Henry was the Superman that we all loved and wanted. He's Superman. After Christopher Reeves is Henry.
Mm-hmm.
You did him bad, and you got him out of there. We don't want to see nothing else. But if it's true that he's going to go from that to being Wolverine, it's fucking over. If you get Henry Cavill to play Wolverine, DC, pack it up.
It's over. It's a wrap.
Keep with the animated shit, because y'all kick ass with that shit. But if he's Wolverine for the next couple years, pack it up. It's over.
Damn. I mean, I'm still going to.
They better hope that he doesn't take this role.
I think the reason I'm looking forward to the Penguin joint is because I like the dude who was playing him in that last Batman movie. Because he was in there.
The dude.
Yeah, the same dude.
Yeah. You don't know his name?
I forgot his real name. But the dude who plays the Penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked his role in there and how he portrayed it.
He's amazing.
And so that's why I'm looking forward to his film. And so
It's not a film, it's a show.
Is it a series?
It's a show.
Oh, it's even better then. I thought it was a movie.
Might be.
But if it's a series, that's even better because a lot of these films, like if you even look, take the Spider-Man films, all the shit that Marvel does, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much more better would they be if they did it in series format, kind of how they did Daredevil?
How many people?
That Daredevil was fire.
No, Daredevil and Punisher were
fire,
amazing, and I'm so glad they're about to bring them back.
But they weren't in movie format. That's why you liked it more too.
Don't compare it to that yet.
What you mean?
Don't compare. We haven't seen it yet.
No,
because
you telling me I can't say that Spider-Man should have been would be better off as a series.
No, I agree. I'm tired of Spider-Man movies. I wish they would fucking quit.
Yeah, but think about it. If they did it in series format, kind of like the cartoon,
it'd be amazing.
It could be dope.
It would be amazing.
You would have a villain in each other episode.
I don't think they would ever do that because the budget you would need to make that a series. First, you got to pay Tom.
I think it could be doable.
First, you got to pay Tom. It's doing something like that is like having to get having to make a Wolverine game or something like that, like just the money you have to pay for just the licensing. Before you even get to the graphics, all the money you got to pay just to get the license.
I ain't worried about the money. That's not my money.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if they're capable of getting it done,
I'm just saying
it would have been better off if a lot of these movies were maybe done in series.
even though I really did love the show, even though not a lot of people did, I love the show. I think that Penguin is going to be more like Gotham, an R-rated Gotham, than it is going to be Daredevil. Daredevil was a hard comparison.
Yeah. Well,
Punisher is a hard comparison.
I wasn't comparing the two, but I'm saying the same feel, like effect.
I wonder if people are going to give it the Gotham energy. Gotham was a good show. They just didn't give it the, they just didn't give it the energy. And I think Penguin is going to be the same way because of the character. If it was like a
sometimes the character does it.
If it was a Bane show, if it was a Lex Luthor show, more people would be in on it. Penguin.
I think it might find some success because of who they're using.
What if it was the Riddler from the movie in a spinoff show?
That might be good too.
I'm watching that.
That might be good.
Not only do I like the actor who plays it, like I like the tone. I want to see that. I don't necessarily want to see the Penguin in a spinoff show, bro. I saw how it looks. It looked amazing, cool.
We have to see how it plays out.
We'll see how it plays out. I don't know if I'm going to be like tuning in.
You're not gonna be the first day.
Do you watch The Acolyte?
No.
You're not a Star Wars nigga.
No.
Okay.
I don't do like Star Wars, none of that Star Trek shit. It's not for me. I've tried. Don't get me wrong. I've tried to watch. I just couldn't get into it.
Damn.
You're
missing out on some good shit,
You know,
bro.
a movie had amazing cinematics, but bored me.
What?
Dune.
Get the fuck
It bored me, dog.
out of here.
Both movies. I was like, why is it so long? So long and boring.
I absolutely fucking.
The best
Dune,
thing about it is the visuals.
The Dune series is the two movies I've watched the most this year.
The visuals.
I just watch them over and over.
The visuals
and
are
over.
amazing.
The writing is amazing.
The visuals are amazing. I get bored. It's too long.
It's too. You know what it is? It's too artsy fartsy for you.
Maybe.
It might be too avant-garde. I fucking love them. I think I've watched both of those movies at least 10 times this year.
Yeah, but you got a lot of time on your hands.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
You're a working class man now. Well, I'm hungry, so
I'm starving. Did you hear my fucking stomach over the mic?
no.
Okay.
I'm glad because that would have made me upset. But real quick though, I got a little brief announcement. I'm moving to El Salvador. No,
I was about to say, nigga, what?
what? No, real talk. Besides being sponsored by Cunt Energy, I will be launching pre-orders for some new CSP merch.
Okay.
So that'll be going online. We still have the brand that we've talked about that's in the works, and all that is. I feel like this is going to be the year it's all coming. And I just want to make an announcement because so people can look forward to the pre-order. I'm going to get it all set up, ready to go, so people can check it out. I'm pretty excited about it, man.
And now that you made that announcement, I'd like to announce my departure from
I would like to
taking all of those steps.
I would like to announce the retirements of the CSP.
I'm too busy. My life is too busy. I can't do this shit. Good luck with your merchandise.
Hey, good luck to you, man.
You know?
I'm excited. Also, me and Mr. Phoenix. It's been a while, in the works and in the talks of specific type of branding that we're going to introduce. It's going to be a whole something different. I hope different clothing line that I don't think has been really seen before out here. Not to say that people are not creative enough, but I think that with our minds, we're trying to create something that's anew. And I'm not going to announce that one yet until that's finalized.
Mm-hmm.
But when we do that, I'm going to be real excited about that.
Okay.
And I'm definitely going to try to deliver the best quality possible because y'all deserve it. Maybe
Some of them.
Some of y'all deserve it.
80 you niggas deserve. Can you imagine that shit? 80 you niggas definitely deserve this.
8 of y'all
How many people
deserve
here?
it.
1,500?
Yeah.
80 you niggas definitely deserve this shit.
There's only like, I could count on my hands the ones who deserve it. The rest of y'all, peasantry. All full
I
on
don't
peasantry.
like the way you smell.
Yeah. I don't like the way you look,
You don't got enough cunt energy.
the way you dress. You scream cunt energy.
Brought to you by Blamo.
Yeah. Special sponsor of the CSP. But yeah, man, overall, that's all I got to announce. Anything for you? You got some,
Nah, man.
you got some major things happening?
Music soon.
I will
And,
say I've heard some stuff that he's recorded.
nah,
It's decent.
there are some features. I'm talking about things I'm planning on doing.
But that's, well, I mean,
So-
I'm more aware of that than the world is. But I will say, and this is not to get your head big, pause. I'm actually really looking forward to it, and I think that this is going to be one of the most impactful things that you do,
Sure.
and it's
Sure.
going to be impactful for just the city itself, for the music scene. I think this is going to be something brand new that
I'm s-
people haven't seen before.
I'm stretching. I'm warming these muscles up.
It's going to be
2025 is going to be dope.
I'm excited about it. And, you know, I know dope people, man. I love knowing dope people.
Yeah.
I can't say the people in my circle who do this music shit are scrubs.
No, you can't
not,
say that.
That's not a truth.
No.
You know, so I'm looking forward to it. I think that you're going to take the city by storm. That's just a...
Maybe, maybe not. But I'm definitely going to...
Or nobody will give a shit.
or nobody will give a shit. But I'm definitely going to add a different element to the scene.
For sure.
Grown up.
That's probably necessary.
Yeah.
You know, it might change people's
Sure.
big game.
And that's my brand. So...
They're going to go from spitting to full-blown loogie.
Or at least saying something. Make dope projects. Be conscious of trying to make dope projects and trying to actually say some shit.
Maybe this will motivate people to make whatever you do as dope as possible.
Yeah, put some work, put some thought into your shit. So.
The era and idea of just rushing shit out because you can, that's not the way.
Mass production, saying shit that everybody else is saying, being in the video, doing the same hand gestures that everybody else is doing.
Can we, let me say, since you say that, let's might as well just get it out the way. If you're an artist, this is just a little brief advice. Do what you want with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of how you just pointed out the same shit in videos, the same shit on stage, the same mannerisms, like, or the whole standing still with no stage presence. You know, and some people can't stand still in one position. Gibbs, he's done it.
Oh, for sure.
Freddie Gibbs is definitely.
He's just
I've
one of
seen
them.
him live, and I've never seen one person stand in one spot and have the crowd in full control.
Skill set. You got to have skill set to do that.
And
You got to be interesting.
and his mannerisms and movements while standing stationed in one spot, other people ain't doing.
The crazy contrast is that, like, his beats, you
Yes.
have big 808s and stuff like that.
He has presence.
But because of the way he raps, you can have these big beats in which everybody else is bouncing all over the stage.
they're doing the movement
The
for
beats,
you.
yeah, the beats are dropped, the crowd is going, and then he'll stand still to get his.
Yes.
It's fuck like the contrast of that shit.
He's one of the people who I found to be one of my favorite performances
For sure.
because of the presence he had. There's a few others who do it. Like what people need to do here is, I get it. You want to be, you know, in your mind's different. You don't want to, let's say, jack somebody else's style or do whatever. But go study the game. Go study somebody's videos.
There's more than just the city.
Study
There's more than just the
performances.
South. It's crazy, bro.
You got to study performances. Study, like, you know, find out what works for you.
You know, I will say that was the last show that made me feel like a kid again.
What's
Like straight up kid, Freddie Gibbs. Now, I didn't know that I was going to a whole fucking, shout out to Ricky. I didn't know I was going to a whole fucking festival with Billie Eilish and, you know what I'm saying? All of them was going to be out there. Doja Cat was going to be out there. I didn't know it was going to be that kind of festival. The way it was sold to me, it was like, yo, you want to go see Freddie? Niggas know that's one of my favorites. It was like, yeah, fucking right, we're going to see Freddie. Man, Freddie didn't even have to do shit. When he came out, I'm in the crowd like a little fucking kid. Yeah, I know all his fucking like rap parts. I'm just screaming out the check parts when he's just doing the mic check.
Yeah.
I felt like a kid again, man.
I mean,
I also was on mushrooms, so that might help a little bit.
hey man, I was in my zone.
But still, it's like
You felt a little fruity?
dog. What the fuck? It's
I don't know,
still
you-
just
you sound like
nah.
you-
It's the
you was getting
chocolate.
soft.
It's like the chocolate mushrooms thing. But nah,
No,
it's like
I
that's
said,
what
were
you
you
go to.
feeling fruity,
That's what you
though?
go to shows
To do.
for. You want that kid energy.
Bro, I'm also tired of the seriousness. Like people
I
can't,
was part of that. I was one of them arms folded niggas that
Yeah.
inside I'm a lot more excited than I'm letting off.
until Freddie Gibbs broke you in.
Yeah. I know what you're going there, and I'm just gonna go with it, bro. I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, man. I remember Nas concerts were like that. I used to go to Nas. I'm losing my shit, bro.
Man,
I'm just gonna be embarrassing. I'm losing my shit.
there's a few people who I've seen in performance over my lifetime that, and I don't think I've seen a whole lot of shows, but there's only a few that really stood out to me in that fashion. Like
What are 3 shows that you haven't seen that you want to go to?
a Kendrick Lamar show.
That's one for me.
That's number one. Damn, this is a real good question. I definitely want to see him. You name one.
Kendrick Lamar, Travis Scott, Big Crit.
I've seen Travis Scott and Crit.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you. Go to hell.
Those are the artists that I want to see.
No, I've seen 2 of your 3.
Yeah.
And let me see. Who else? You came up with yours quick.
No, those have been on my list. And now, to tell the truth, I want to see Don Toliver too.
Don Toliver. There's some people I wanted to see who are no longer here. Can we name those?
Pop Smoke,
I would love.
Nipsey Hussle.
I would love to see Nipsey and Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
I think.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
I think too because Pop Smoke. When I think who was it who put me on to him? It might have been.
Have you seen his live shows?
Yeah.
They were crazy, bro.
I don't remember if it was.
Niggas started doing the shit.
I don't remember if it was Polo Marvin or it might have been Polo who brought up Pop Smoke to me. And then I remember we were podcasting before and we were talking about this kid, right? And I was like, I'm gonna start checking out all his shit, right? And I'm finding all these songs, right? His mixtapes. I'm jamming them in the gym now. I'm like, yo, man, I think I'm a fan of this guy. Like,
If you've ever seen his shows, they were crazy.
and it's funny because like, you know, me and my best friend's families, like our families are real like tight knit, right? And so, you know, we go to their house, you know, whether they're doing a birthday party or a pool party or some shit like that, we're hanging out. And you know, I'm cool with all his kids, you know, they're older now. So, and at the time we always talk music
Mhm.
and they're always like talking about what's coming out, what's out now. And every time we see each other, we do the little Pop Smoke
I
dance.
wanted to do the shit, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to get my shit on.
And mind you, the way I do it probably
I'm not even a dancing nigga,
Yeah, me-
but that shit was infectious as fuck.
Me neither. And I probably didn't do it that good, but that's what you felt like doing. You just start moving the
Fucking
shoulders.
right, bro.
And bro, it was just so like it just came natural because we knew that we both like Pop Smoke.
Because you're looking at pure, unadulterated fun.
Yes. And
You want to be a part of that
and
shit.
it's crazy because it's still so street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the subject matter is so street.
But that was also the appeal because it had been a while before we got that wave, and he came with the wave of him, Casanova, fucking 6ix9ine. But that was an energy wave. Like they came with that energy music.
Yeah. And that's what I like, man. And like I said, I started, you know, I was making a playlist. My playlist for the gym consisted of a lot of Pop Smoke. And then I was like, then he dies. And I was like, this shit
gets
was
killed.
so fucking short-lived.
Yeah, he gets killed.
And then, you know, because dude was like 20 years old.
I saw, and this is another reason why I don't like the platform, but I saw No Jumper had one of the dudes that was there.
At the robbery?
Yeah, he did his time,
Mm-hmm.
and then he came out and he wants to do music, and they were talking about how much of a burden that is for him, that he was there, that he played a part in that,
Mm-hmm.
and the dude was like, I understand he's a young dude, which means stupid. But the shit he was saying was, you know, he was coming off across like he was sad about the shit and that he
Like
regrets
regret?
it. But he also was like, I don't regret nothing. Why would you give this motherfucker this platform to come on there and say some shit like that? I don't regret nothing. I wouldn't change nothing because, my family told me, don't regret nothing. It's like young people are, young people are stupid. dog.
It just goes to show you too, like how some people are brought up. They're brought up in a way like, or whether it's the homies' influence or the homies, gospel that they put into your head that you have to go by those rules and shit like that. And it's like, bro, like that whole shit. Remember they used to have that term. Everybody used to the ride solo was like the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like everybody who was screaming out riding solo
Was never riding
or
solo.
I'm one deep.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't want to be alone. Y'all never wanted to be alone. Why are you screaming one deep?
Because it was in vogue. It was the cool thing. It was the cool
Bro.
thing to do.
Bro, they were screaming one deep and had
It's the
20
same
people.
niggas that do the stupid small circle shit. Yeah, you got a small circle till you got to shoot a video.
Now we talking.
Your music video doesn't look like a small circle, buddy.
Yo, that
Kind of looks like you need to pink slip a couple of the niggas,
looks
bro.
like you know a lot of motherfuckers.
Kind of feels like you feel like you need a lot of people at your music video to be official. And if you need
Yeah.
a lot of people at your music video or at your shows, you're not that.
Yeah. It's cool if you want to have a party style video with a lot of people, but
No.
it might not resonate with what you're talking about.
It's just going to be a bunch of niggas doing the same shit. How many scenes do I need 3 niggas to wipe your nose and thumbs? How many? Why do I need 3 niggas doing that at the same time, bro? We get it.
You know what else I don't like?
What?
And I'm going to end with this. I think that it should be retired.
Retire some shit.
The middle finger to the cameras. I think that's corny.
Nah.
I do think-
For me,
in my
that's-
opinion.
for me, it's the money. It's the money, the
That-
holding up the
to me,
holding
that-
up the ears
to
and
me,
the
that's
fanning
it.
and be like, nigga,
That's damn near equivalent to the middle fingers to me.
it's worse than me.
It could be worse. I don't know which one's worse, but
Man,
that shit got to go.
that's just stupid, man.
This shit got to go. Not only that, who's really paying that much cash anymore? Who carries cash?
Who carries cash, dog?
That's crazy. I mean, I carry cash sometimes, but not like I'm not walking around.
And you know
with
what?
stacks
We
of
could
cash.
just be old wash guys that are thinking like that. Is like I'm watching that shit and I'm like,
Yo,
I just want to rob you.
flash the black card.
Man,
I'll be impressed.
all that money you could just get a black card.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm saying.
It's like I just want to rob you, bro.
Yo, flex in a proper way. I think I'm gonna start wearing suits in
Just
videos.
older. you gonna Kobe write it out?
You know what I'm saying?
We used to laugh at Kobe when he was rapping because he was rapping
'Cause he
in
had a suit.
Who fucking raps in a suit?
Yo,
Kobe was so fucking lame,
I
nigga.
bet you if Nas did it, you fuck with it.
He did do it,
Did you fuck?
but
with
he wore the loose shit. He had his shit untied, and
Yeah,
he was doing the untouchable
style.
shit.
it? It looked gangster, right?
Yeah, he was doing the pink suits and shit like that because he was doing what's the movie? Casino.
Yeah, but he's gangster.
He was fly.
But he's gangster.
That wasn't even Nas. That was Esco. It was a different character. That's even better.
but Nas,
But Kobe was like, draft night.
draft
Like
night
I
suit.
just got drafted. I took my hat off and then I shot a music video.
Oh my god! Hey, no disrespect, R.I.P. Kobe though. But
Bro, if you loved him as long as we could make fun of some shit, you can't just, you know what I'm saying?
no, I mean you could always laugh about stuff like
You
that.
gotta laugh about shit like
but
that.
some you
The
gotta
ending
admit,
was tragic, but the life was fun.
you gotta admit though, there's like some people pull off the suits very well. The suit-
Puffy and them did that.
yeah, they had their run.
Puffy and them killed it.
Yeah, before he was out
He
here
was doing it then.
before he's power driving the Meeks of the world. That's crazy.
That's not even proven. A lot of shit is just like,
We heard the audio.
I didn't.
You
All I know-
you don't want to hear that.
All I know is that he's just been out here strong arming his women.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
Until the other shit gets proven, let's not get too crazy. He's foul. He's done some foul shit.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga's not actually Epstein. And oh yeah, those files came out. It's got a whole lot of Donald Trump that we're not talking about. And a whole lot of 13-year-olds who put out some fucking, this dude literally raped me. But nobody's talking about that shit. But Diddy.
Hey man.
Diddy.
Hey, this is America.
One of them niggas is not running for president. But Diddy. Whatever.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yo, episode what? 322?
Who knows?
322 of the CSP. We're coming a long way, man.
Hey, man, it's icing on the cake, bro.
You know what's going to be a favorite episode of mine? 360. I feel like that's an important moment
Nah, that's dope. That's a dope thought.
because I feel like that episode
That's going to be the one I quit on.
that's going to have to go full circle.
That's what it's going to be like. All right, you guys need to change. Go do 360 degree
Hey,
change, and I'm
we
done.
don't know what evolution the show might have by then, but all I know is that I feel like we got to bring the people full circle on something.
Nah,
That needs to happen.
that's fire.
I know, man.
That's fire. Look at you. Look at you.
Yo, I think sometimes.
Look at the guy.
You know, I think sometimes.
Okay.
But hey, man, episode 322 of the CSP, baby. Kai Phoenix, Star DeMarquito. We out of here.